Hello, collective. It is Satya, back with another message, back with another reading, back with another video. How are you guys doing? I hope you are doing well. I hope you've been resting. I hope you've been taking care of yourself. I hope you've been doing all the right things. Go on, fire. Oh my God, that thing didn't want to go out. Did you see it? I was waving and waving and waving. We are coming up on a new moon in Taurus. I think that's happening on the 19th. That's about a week away. If you haven't already checked out, or if it's not yet posted, I hope you will or have checked out my information on new moon in Taurus. A lot of those messages, talk about what that new moon or that full moon might represent in a particular zodiac sign. Sometimes I have crystals or herbs or things like that will help as support tools as you transition through the moon phase and meditate on or practice whatever lesson that is to be learned in that particular sign. So definitely check it out, and remember, follow me on Instagram, go to my Etsy shop and check out what I've got there. I've got a variety of readings. I do numerology, and I can take a look at your birth chart and we can talk about some of the astrological aspects that you may have questions about. So without further ado, this is going to be a reading from the Moon Oracle deck. I've been using the hell out of this thing lately, but it seems to be offering good advice, and I think we're going to continue with it. If you guys like it, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and if you guys like to see any other types of readings, definitely let me know, and I'd like to incorporate that into my videos. So this is going to be for the waning water moon, and that is in Pisces, May 14th in Pisces. And the key word here is disillusion. So, the moon's light diminishes to a thin crescent facing to the right as it reaches the seed stage of its cycle. This is the phase in which you have to face the fact that an emotional situation is coming to an end. Even though this is a time of disillusionment, eventually something good will come from the experience. When this card is the current moon selected from the moon tables, the zodiac signs below give a further interpretation. Moon in Cancer. From the remains of a failed emotional situation, precious experiences are saved that will help you to be wiser in the future and your emotional relationships. Moon in Scorpio. Powerful things are internalized in a situation that is escaping out of your control. The natural desire of Scorpio is to wreak revenge, but you may be able to redirect this feeling in some form of positive, creative expression. Moon in Pisces. Your reaction to a final emotional breakdown is to escape. The seeds of future events are hidden in a plethora of new and impossible fantasies. So I think this waning moon in Pisces is really talking about emotional cycles coming to an end, events that might have a deep, gut-wrenching kind of heart-achingly deep tie to us. It's run its course, whether that's a relationship, whether that's an attachment to a place, a thing, or even an emotional attachment to the part of ourselves that, you know, are no more. We're constantly changing as individuals. And so this ending, this emotional ending, can really mean a lot of different things. And each of you will know kind of, you know, what that means for you. But the message that the balsamic waning water moon is giving us is that it's okay, right? And as opposed to being disillusioned, confused, sad, you know, caught up in frustration, savor the precious experiences. They'll help us to be wiser in future relationships. They'll help us learn to let things go. They'll help us learn to, you know, make something positive out of the negative, whether that is through creative expression or, you know, just learning to kind of sit with those emotions. And, you know, again, to not run, to not escape from those feelings, but to really allow them to come, to surface, to feel those feelings, and to know that things will be okay on the other end. So I hope that has provided some good clarity on what this moon phase is about. As always, we will pull a few cards and see if we can't get anything more from this message about letting endings end, sitting with those feelings, finding better, healthier coping mechanisms to endings as opposed to being disillusioned, frustrated, overwhelmed. Gratitude. Gratitude has actually come up in another reading before. Knowledge. Yeah, that makes total sense. And on the bottom, talisman. Now, talisman is something, a symbol, a sign, a token, a trinket, a symbol, whatever, that people typically have an affinity to, right? I don't know, you know, me and my old heads, I see you, you see me, we see each other. We used to have lucky rabbit's feet. I mean, it was an actual rabbit's foot that was like dried, gross, and dyed, and people would keep it on their keychain. But that's a talisman, right? A charm that you have on a necklace, that could be a talisman. You know, a horseshoe that you hang up in your house, that's a talisman. And so, you know, a kind of symbol, a kind of thing that you hold dear to your heart that has a specific meaning, right? And with knowledge and gratitude, I think this speaks directly to the lesson of this balsamic moon, right? This water moon in Pisces, about learning from endings, learning from emotional endings, learning from painful endings, learning from the experiences that life has for us, whether they be, you know, experiences that bring sad emotions, negative emotions, angry emotions, happy emotions, joyful emotions, bittersweet emotions, right? Everything is a potential teacher. And as we had, you know, read in some of these interpretations, I'm really learning to deal with those emotions as they come up and as they go, taking lessons, you know, taking the wisdom, taking the knowledge from those experiences, and having gratitude for those experiences and what they teach us. So we'll go ahead and start with some cards to clarify what experiences, what emotions, what is coming our way with this moon phase in Pisces. and these experiences that have the potential to get us caught up in disillusionment if we're not careful. All right, we've got the Ace of Wands, the Ten of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and the King of Swords. And on the bottom of the deck is the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups is an energy of equal give and take, mutual respect, mutual love, right? A solid partnership, unity, harmony, finding balance in partnerships, relationships, the relationship you have with yourself, forgiving and forgetting, peace and love, knowing that you are worthy, no matter who you are, no matter what you are, no matter what you've done, no matter where you are in life, that you are worthy of the deepest kind of respect and love. This is emotional wisdom, truth, and again, ultimately, unity, balance, and harmony. And the Ace of Wands is a new passion, something that really sparks a fire inside of you, a challenge, a moment or an opportunity that, you know, if you want it, you know, you risk it to get it. This is an energy of feeling brave, you know, following your passion, being really inspired, and going after what it is that you want. The Ten of Wands is a feeling of, you know, because it's a 10, right? You've reached the end. So it's really an ending, but a very big ending, right? Something that you've really worn yourself out to get to. So this is an energy of having completed something that's very important, very passionate, and reaching the finish line like completely exhausted, overburdened, really having put, you know, all of your energy, all of your blood, sweat, and tears into a particular project and reaching the end. This can also be a card that talks about feeling obligated, feeling quiet, thank you, feeling like there's a level of responsibility that you have, kind of being saddled with something, right? Again, heavy on like duty, obligation, also being taken for granted. The Nine of Cups is an energy of abundance, happiness, fulfillment. This is like the you have every single thing you want. There's just one more thing that would make it totally and 100% your dream come true. And of course we see that in the Ten of Cups with that rainbow. This is very much having, you know, emotional truth, emotional wisdom, having gone through the 1 all the way to the 8, now reaching the 9th, so feeling triumphant, and appreciative for all of the things that have come along with the hard work. And the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is an honorable man, a man who is fair, is powerful. He has great insight. He's an analytical person. He aligns with his morals, his values, his ethics. He is a stand-up, balanced man. And so I think if what we're doing is connecting this back to this water moon, this is definitely, you know, about whatever emotional feelings are coming to an end, whatever emotional situation is coming to an end, right? There was a lot of work behind it, right? With this Ten of Wands. It was very hard. You were maybe feeling emotionally burdened. You know, there was a lot of stress. There was a lot of intense feelings that were behind this. I think with the Nine of Cups here and the Ten of Wands, it was likely a back and forth thing, right? Lots of fire, powerful, deep emotions that made you feel stressed out, overburdened, struggling, delayed in your emotional progress. But also on the flip side, there was really an energy of some happiness, right? Some parts of those emotional endings contained happy, dream come true, joyful memories as well. And I mean, what, emotion doesn't, right? For something to hurt us so bad where it's painful, at one point that thing also had to give us some level of pleasure, right? There's no light without dark. There's no pain without joy. There's no happiness without sadness. It's the duality between the two extremes that lets us appreciate both sides of that coin. We never know how much we truly love somebody until we lose them. Because as long as that wonderful thing is in our life, we as human beings have a tendency to take things for granted. And so I think this 10 of Wands and this 9 of Cups is, really loving something, having it feel really just like a dream come true. But this emotional ending, happening, and finally being able to feel like this burden, this time is over, right? So there's the duality between that. And I think what it also speaks to is this Ace of Wands, King of Swords, right? Oh, look at that. I love it. The Ace of Wands, King of Swords is really being a time for something new to pop up in your life. A new, passionate beginning, right? Coming from the 10, going back to the Ace. Now that you have closed this cycle off, right, and gained from this emotional lesson, you've gained the knowledge here, being able to move forward with gratitude to the next passionate moment, the next passionate challenge, the next lesson in life that you're going to have to use, the lessons and the knowledge that you got from the experience. You're going to use that intellect. You're going to use that balanced judgment. You're going to use that head over heart, right? Because this is very much emotional. The 9 of Cups is a very deep emotional feeling. The Wands suit is very passionate, fiery emotions, desire. Whereas the Swords is very unemotional. It's logic. It's very detached from emotion. It can be very cold, right? And standoffish. And so what I get from this off bat is this emotional ending. Of course, it's coming to an end. You're learning some lessons from this sort of, from these emotions that you felt, and closing off this cycle to begin anew. The seed is the beginning of, the plant cycle. And your new beginning is going to be filled with gratitude for what you've learned and the experiences that you've had. And you're going to take with you a talisman or, something that you can remember this by into a new passionate beginning where you will use insight, power, truth, justice, balanced judgment to move forward. And if we're talking about, again, the 2 of Cups, I think that speaks to this passion, emotion, and a sort of logical thinking. And with that balance, you will find success like in that next part of your journey. So let's see if we can get some details onto what the next part of your journey is, or the lessons that we have learned from those experiences. there is the Knight of Swords, there is the Devil, and the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So the Knight of Swords is a very action-oriented energy. It is, oh, Two of Cups, Two of Cups, Two of Cups. This is confirmation, right? On the bottom of the deck, there is the, what is that, 7? 8. 8 of Pentacles. And this is really an energy, it was upside down when I pulled it. It was an energy of self-development. Not deep passion, not big inspiration, but more on perfectionism, skill work, right? Diligent, hard work into developing who you are and your skills. So I think this is really, and again, the swords, here we are with swords again. The Knight of Swords takes the message, does the action, does the deeds that are mandated by the King and Queen of Swords. So he is an ambitious, action-oriented individual, full of ideas, thoughts, fast thinking. He is quick and able to defend beliefs. Again, very, very head over heart. This is an energy of fast words, wit. This is the Four of Pentacles in reverse. This is greediness, stinginess, self-protection, kind of holding things close to your heart, not wanting to let go. And because it's the Pentacles, it's very much an energy of material items. Tangible goods, right? The things that mean the most to us in the 3D world. On this side, we've got the Devil and the Two of Cups. Again, this is very much these are very much like emotional, right? The Devil is an attachment, feeling restricted, destructive behaviors, seduction by things that may not be good for you, toxicity, codependency, right? A level of unhealthy attachment. And if we're kind of combining this, right, that lines up really well. Having a connection to things that are not healthy for us, or things that maybe are, in our best interest, it brings a feeling of cups or wands, passion, desire, right? And an over attachment to something, which inevitably will have you feeling overburdened and tired because you're constantly trying to keep a hold of it. And there is an emotional attachment to addictions and temptation and, what otherwise would be codependent, toxic behavior. We think it's good for us. It's bringing us some sort of joy, right? Even when it's like destroying our lives. Here we've got the High Priestess in reverse, which is an energy of things that are hidden from us, but not so much, hidden and I'm going to use my intuition and discover, but more like hidden even from ourselves, right? A hidden agenda, things that you fail to recognize, your intuition being misaligned, disconnected from your intuition, disconnected from your deeper knowing. Really an energy of ignorance or misunderstanding. So, again, the things that we were addicted to, the things that we were feeling like were a Two of Cups, right? Likely were not. They were likely not that. But we had so much passion and so much emotional attachment, passion, emotional attachment, addiction. We had so much of that energy to this Two of Cups. It was hard to see that it really was not a Two of Cups. And we were disconnected from our intuition. We ignored the signs. The Two of Wands in reverse, in upright, it is planning, progress, making decisions, moving towards something, traveling, but moving toward something, making a decision. Should I do this? Should I do that? And in the reverse, it is very much an energy of fear of the unknown. Fear of the unknown, playing it safe, not really planning, making a choice on what you want to do, but not quite being there yet, not quite ready to take that step just yet. Still needing to think about things or analyze things a little bit more. And it's all of that in the spirit of, again, duality, right? There's this, there's that. If I do this, I cannot do that. I can't do both things. So there is a feeling of, or an energy of, like, contemplation and wanting to seek balance. Because it's a wand suit, there is then, of course, that energy of something that you do want, something that you have to be bold and brave to get for yourself. And so there is an energy of alignment, something that you want, like something that you want personally, whether it's a goal or an achievement or something that you want to go after with passion, right? The Ace to the Two, this Ace of Wands is the new challenge. It is the new moment. The Two of Wands is making decisions about how to go about getting that Ace of Wands thing. But because, again, it's in reverse, there's still some level of not sure how to go about it. An energy of wanting to go about it, an energy of being ready to take on the next thing and go forward, but not really knowing. And with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, having a level of, well, I need to protect myself. I don't want to make too many quick moves, right? I've learned from these experiences over here, so I need to be careful, and I need to think like the King of Swords. I need to trust in my ability to make a strong and strategic decision. And so I think, again, that's in an energy of being grateful for this knowledge, learning, taking in this, the wisdom from this ending that the disillusionment moon is teaching us. Having resilience, right? This is definitely an energy of resilience. Having gone through the ringer, right? And being able to take with us a trinket, a symbol, but some sort of memory, some sort of reminder of the knowledge and the wisdom that we attained over here to move forward in an energy of resilience, in an energy of gratitude, in an energy of passion. Once again, still being able to have passion, even though we were hurt once. Five of Gems, this is the Five of Pentacles, need. This is an energy of, again, learning your lesson, kind of coming from a place of fear or lack. The Five of Gems is the Five of Pentacles. It comes right after the Four. So I think this is an energy of, still having a need, having a fear, right? Not wanting to go all in, feeling like you can't go all in, right? Ace of Gems, this is the Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning, a new prosperous beginning, an opportunity to really make something out of, to really make something for yourself. Six of Raindrops is the Six of Cups. This is an emotional card. This is thinking on the past and having a feeling of happy memories, nostalgia. And the Eight of Clouds, that's the Eight of Swords. It's the woman that's bound with loose ties and surrounded by swords. She feels like she's trapped, but she's not. She's not playing the victim, but she sees herself as the victim when she has an opportunity to just slip off her bindings and move forward. It's very much kind of like this Devil card. There's chains around their neck, but they can slip out of those if they want to. And so I think, again, and what was this? Five of Raindrops, Five of Cups, loss. Let me see if any other ones flipped over. So I think this, what this is saying is, again, there's some loss, there's some bittersweet memories, right? The passion and the pain, the emotions and the love. There's some bittersweet memories here that we've gone through, right? Where we felt like, this was something that we needed. We really needed these things. We really needed that thing. We really needed to be with that person. And it turns out that it didn't work. It didn't happen. We cut ourselves free from it. And as opposed to feeling like a victim, right? We've taken the knowledge. We've moved away from any sort of feeling of self-victimization. We've done the lesson. We're not being disillusioned. And that's exactly what a victimization mindset is. You're disillusioned with reality. You're sad. You're caught up in disillusion. The High Priestess upside down is a feeling and energy of disillusionment. And so we move away from this energy of disillusionment, knowing that we are not the victim. We are resilient, and we take this new, bold challenge. We take an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to really put ourselves in a position where we can make something of this experience, right? Of this lesson, of this loss. So we'll pull a few oracle. Whoop. Watch your step. Don't step in spaghetti. Tread softly right now, right? It's easy to make a mistake, but with this knowledge, you will tread softly. You will be able to watch your step. It says at the very, very bottom, better stay one step ahead. So this is an energy, again, of using that prior experience, using that knowledge to stay one step ahead of the game. Moving out of disillusionment, not being a victim, and empowering yourself to step through whatever spaghetti noodles are going to try to tangle you up. Crossing lines, protecting your boundaries, minding your business, not where you need to be. I think what this is saying is, cross those lines, right? Protect yourself emotionally, because moving out of here into this new energy, you might be out of your comfort zone, right? And as you move forward and practice not being disillusioned, you might kind of have to go it alone. You might need to mind your own business, right? You might need to tell people to stay out of your zone, right? This is a new journey that I'm on. This is a new energy that I'm mastering, right? Head to head, overcoming conflict, standing your ground, charging forward. I think this lines up well with this, crossing lines, right? Head to head, overcoming conflict, moving in a very, very, very powerful way, charging forward now across lines, across boundaries, across, things that would in the past maybe hold you back. Feeling like you might not be where you want to be or where you need to be, but you are going to charge forward in a careful way. In a careful way, so that you can be wise, taking with you all of the things that are special, all of the things that are meaningful, and moving toward your Two of Cups in a feeling of gratitude, in a feeling of love and compassion for yourself. This was a very encouraging reading, especially, again, I keep basically saying it, but like moving out of that full moon that was in Scorpio. That was a lot of shadow work. That was a lot of digging deep. That was a lot of looking yourself in the mirror and saying, what are the lessons I need to learn? How did I get myself in this mess? How am I getting myself out of this mess? What is it that I'm going to take with me, right? What are the things that I'm going to take with me as evidence, as lucky charms, as reminders and symbols of what I have learned through these emotional trials? And once you've done the shadow work and you've really forged yourself in the fire and oh, look at that. I was going to say transformed, and then underneath that was shadow. This is talking about this. You have transformed out of your shadow, and you are moving forward, taking things that are meaningful to you in the form of knowledge and deep heart, heart lessons, and moving toward gratitude with resilience, finding opportunities, a new passion. Wow. Y'all can't tell me I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I hope this has been helpful for you. I hope this has given you a level of advice, guidance, understanding, clarity. I hope this has provided you with the information you need to take the steps that you must take in the direction of your North Node, of your North Star. I hope this has been helpful. I enjoyed reading for you. I feel privileged and honored to be your reader. Thank you for coming back to my channel time and time again. Thank you for all of the subscriptions. I've been seeing our collective numbers kind of trickle up little by little, and I really, really appreciate it. Like this video, share it with someone you think might enjoy it. Comment down below and come back for the next one, right? Check out my Etsy shop. I've added some new readings. They're on the lower end of the financial spectrum. So if a longer 30-minute reading, which I think is around $50, is too much, or you kind of don't need all this detail, check out what I've got on the lower end, the shorter time frame, and see if that works for you. I also do numerology, so I'll be putting some numerology things up more towards the summer. And yeah, follow me on Instagram as well. I really appreciate you guys, and I am sending you off with peace, love, and blessings. Thanks, collective. I'll see you again on the next one. Bye.